During the 1950s, small American towns were undergoing significant changes as the country was experiencing a period of prosperity and growth. After World War II, the economy was booming and many people were moving into larger cities and their surrounding suburbs. This movement, along with other factors, had a profound impact on small towns across the country. One of the most significant changes that took place in small towns during the 1950s was the migration of people from rural areas to urban centers. The GI Bill, which provided educational and financial benefits to returning veterans, made it possible for many to attend college and find jobs in the cities. As people left small towns in search of better economic opportunities, many of these communities lost a large source of income. Small-town businesses, which were often family-owned and operated, suddenly found themselves competing with larger chain stores in urban areas. This was the start of a major economic shift which began to affect the sustainability of businesses operating in the smaller towns. In addition to the economic changes, small towns were also facing social and cultural shifts. The rise of television and other forms of mass media brought new ideas and lifestyles into small towns. This exposure to different cultures and ways of life made some people in small towns feel like their communities were becoming outdated and left behind. One of the most lasting legacies of the 1950s was the development of the interstate highway system. This system of highways, which was created in response to the needs of a growing population and economy, transformed the way that people lived and traveled. The highways made it easier for people to commute between cities and suburbs, which allowed for the growth of suburbs and the decline of small towns. Despite these changes, many small towns were able to adapt and maintain their unique identities. Some towns embraced the new technologies and innovations that were transforming the country, while others held on to traditional values and ways of life. Some small towns created community organizations to preserve their local heritage, and others embraced new industries, such as tourism, to sustain and revive their economies. In recent years, there's been a growing movement to revitalize small towns as people seek a more connected and authentic way of life. This has led to a resurgence of interest in small towns as people look for communities that offer a sense of place, community, and a connection to nature. Whether small towns will continue to be a vital part of the American landscape in the future will depend on their ability to address these challenges and take advantage of new opportunities. Thanks for joining me in the History Lounge. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.